Happy 10 years of Five Nights at Freddy's. First of all, that sentence is a sentence that I did not expect to say for a while, because 10 years went by pretty fast if you ask me. I can't believe that FNAF is 10 years old. Really quickly, we gotta talk about the past 7 days we had. We got a new popular spin-off game, a free FNAF ebook, another Doggo and Scott interview, 2 awesome announcements, a demo to the remake of the Joy creation, a demo to a new FNAF recent game called 5 Laps at Freddy's, or I guess FLAF as it'll be abbreviated as, and then today is the release of the Into the Pit game. If we look back even further to 17 days ago, there was a demo to the original FNAF 4 released. And also about a week or 2 ago, it was confirmed that Kellen Goff was going to voice Freddy Fazbear himself in that Funko Fusion game. And as for if this voice role is going to remain the same in the mainline FNAF games, well, we'll just have to wait and see. And looking into the future, Steelwool Studios is going to be at PAX West later this month for Freddy's birthday bash. We got a lot for FNAF's 10th anniversary, and we still got some coming down the line. Anyway, today I'm gonna go through FNAF World and look at some of the hidden lore of the RPG. Now, why am I talking about FNAF World now? Well, believe it or not, it's not because FNAF World got an update just last month. That just kind of fell into place. Believe it or not, I had the script done in April, I think. The reason I want to make this video is because of this line in the Ultimate Guide. FNAF World has been rolled as existing outside FNAF's canon, but it doesn't necessarily mean the game as a game isn't canonical. As soon as I read that, I tossed my thinking cap on, and I went to theorizing. And also because Ultimate Consequences is an Ultimate Custom Night, and I guess also is meant to be this old man, but talk about Ultimate Consequences is a whole other can of worms that I might just stay away from. So yeah, I'm not gonna open up that can of worms. We're just gonna talk about FNAF World's hidden lore. So even though I basically just said this, let's discuss if FNAF World's canon in some way, shape, or form. Let's get the big question out of the way and squash the bug quickly. Do I think FNAF World is canon? Yes. Yes, I do. But in 2 different ways. Let's go into it. The first way is FNAF World's main game is canon as an arcade game. There you go. A game inside of a game. Perfect. But in the arcade, the only ending to it is the normal ending, after being Security Owl. That's it. That's just one of the 2 ways. Now, let's go and talk about the second way, which is where I get more into the Afton Family lore. The second way it can be canon is, to an extent, is through other endings. Now, hold up. I know that I just said the only canon ending would be the normal ending. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and eliminate a few things. Update 2's rainbow ending? Yeah, no friggin' way. Let's just say it's a completely different arcade game, not canon in a single frickin' way, buddy. Okay, maybe not that far. The zany minigames could be their arcades of their own, even Fox XC could be, but the Update 2 Dice Layer area cannot be canon as an arcade game, or in general, honestly. And it's all because that damn rainbow came down and crushed the actual final boss. Justice for Purple, guys, my boy deserves better. The Anim Dude ending being canon wouldn't make sense. I understand why this from real life Scott's point of view when he created the game, but in the FNAF universe, there's no reason to it. There's no reason for it to be canon. Chipper's Revenge being canon also doesn't make sense, and I think it's pretty self-explanatory why. Universe End? No. These last 2 endings are the ones I think are canon to an extent. The clock ending and the 4th glitch ending. Let me explain how these 2 endings could be canon through the dreams of William Afton and Michael Afton. The way is through Golden Freddy and the 2 souls inside of him, the Vengeful Spirit and the Crying Child. Let's start with the Vengeful Spirit and William Afton. The vengeful spirit is haunting William Afton's nightmares, showing him this inescapable red area. This place is meant to be a hell, and the nightmare is casting, showing William what he is doomed to when he finally meets Zend. And Old Man Consequences is meant to be William Afton's Grim Reaper. And now the crying child, Michael's brother, is contacting him in Michael's dreams. In Michael's dreams, these eyes stared into his, telling him something bad happened and it's not his fault, and that the way to end all this is in place, that he forgives Michael and he wants him to just finally rest. Actually, remember how a few minutes ago I said nothing Update 2 can be canon? Well, I take it back. There is one Thief Update 2 that I believe could be very canon. Deskman being Henry. If you're thinking why would Deskman be Henry, it's because how Deskman is killed by Baby. I think Deskman being killed by Baby could be how Henry died in FNAF 6. Before the fire got to everyone, Scrap Baby found Henry, cut his throat with her lobster claw, and then the fire killed the rest of them, which would end the madness. Now let me just go ahead and say that I think this theory is extremely far-fetched. Plus, there's probably 100 more theories out there that sound a lot better than this, but would explain FNAF World characters such as Old Man Consequences and Dee Dee appearing in Ultimate Custom Night. Also, it kind of explained the Old Man Consequence Easter egg with the screaming in the background whenever he gets to his area, and also this line, "Leave the demon to his demons, rest your own soul, there's nothing left." Just remember that it's just a theory. With that, I hope y'all enjoyed my video. But before we go, I just want to take a quick moment to say thank you to Scott Cawthon for creating this amazing franchise. Five Nights at Freddy's is a big part of my life now, and it means as much to me as like other game franchises that I absolutely love do. So thank you so much for all this. And thank you Steel Studios for working with Scott and giving us these 3 amazing games, and the former 2's DLCs. Let's also go ahead and spread thanks to the Fanverse devs for working very hard on the Fanverse games. Emil, Kane, Nixon, y'all rock. I can't say thank you enough for this game franchise, so let me just say it one more time for the video. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Now we've reached the end. Oh yeah, and about the Insta Pit game that comes out today. I make a video about it whenever I play it. It releases on Switch, and I don't think it's impossible for it to come to mobile. With all that said, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you on the flip side. Have an amazing day, and happy 10 years of Five Nights at Freddy's.